Today, I'm at the newest and largest 3-bedroom townhome currently listed on the market for under $1 million in East Vancouver. In this video, I'm going to share my 5 favorites about East Vancouver, and at the end, I'm going to take you on a tour of a 3-bedroom townhome that was built in 2022 that is one of the best values on the market in East Vancouver right now. It's currently listed at $899,000. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is about real estate in Vancouver, subscribe below. Tap the bell for notifications to be the first to learn what's going on in the current market here in Vancouver. My name's Megan Becker, local realtor. Myself and my team get called every day from people looking to make this incredible city their home. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give me a call, text, or email, and I'm excited to tour you around the best city in Canada. Okay, let's first talk about East Vancouver and why I love it. Well, this is one of my favorites, is just all the little coffee shops and tree-lined streets. But really, what are my 5 favorite things I love about this community? Number 1 is it's really family orientated. There are a ton of really great schools, quiet streets, tons of families that call this whole area of East Vancouver home. There's lots of community centers and playgrounds and things that really foster a really great environment for families. Number 2 is the diverse culture. There is every different culture that you can imagine here, and that's reflected in the community centers, the different events and cultural activities that are hosted, and it's reflected in all the delicious restaurants that you can find all throughout East Vancouver, specifically Fraser, Main, Commercial, Kingsway. Those are kind of the main streets that have a lot of restaurants. I know when I first moved to Vancouver, I was introduced to dosas, which is an Eastern Indian cuisine that I'd never tried before that I absolutely have fallen in love with. There's really great vegetarian Chinese foods restaurants on Kingsway. There's a great pizza place called Clarendon that I've fallen in love with on Fraser. There's tons of really cool restaurants on Main Street, and then everything on Commercial Drive. And then you've got all the different cultural events, especially on Commercial Drive. They'll host Italian days and Korean days, all the different ethnicities. The third is the amount of parks and green space. Every community, you're going to find parks, playgrounds. Some of the big ones are Trout Lake, which is in the Commercial Drive area. There's New Brighton, which is in the Hastings Sunrise area, which has a really amazing outdoor pool. It's one of my favorites here in the city. You get to wake up early, go for an early morning swim, and have this gorgeous view of the North Shore Mountains and the sunrise. And then in every little community, there are different little parks and green spaces as well. And number 4 is there's so many different transportation options. So you've got the main SkyTrain lines. You have the Expo line, which goes from downtown and it runs diagonal, essentially along Kingsway out to Surrey, and eventually will go out to Langley. And then you've got the Millennial line that runs east and west on Broadway. And then you've got ample bus routes. Car share programs like Moto and Evo are really popular. And then there's tons of Mobibike stations throughout East Vancouver. And my 5th favorite about East Vancouver is the affordability. So at the time of this recording, which is July of 2024, benchmark sale price for single family properties in East Vancouver is $1.9 million. So if you compare this to Vancouver West, which has a benchmark sale price for single families at $3.6 million. So a huge difference there. Benchmark sale price for townhomes is $1.15 million compared to Vancouver West, which is $1.5 million. And then for apartments in East Vancouver, we're looking at $711,000 compared to Vancouver West, which is $850,000. So let's narrow in specifically to where this open house property that I'm doing today is. It's in a neighborhood called Collingwood. There's a total of 16 neighborhoods in all of East Vancouver, and we're on the west end of Collingwood today. Collingwood is boundaried by Nanaimo on the west, 29 Ave on the north, 41st Ave on the south, and then Boundary Road on the east. And Collingwood specifically, again, a really great neighborhood for families. You've got 5 elementary schools, Killarney Secondary, and then BCIT is really close by. Real estate traditionally has been mostly single family homes, but over the last decade or so, there's been a tremendous amount of growth to increase density. And we're going to keep seeing that in years to come. So you're going to find newer towers that are close to big transportation hubs. like SkyTrain stations. And then you're going to find a lot of multi-unit developments on lots. And that's exactly what we're going to look at today, is it used to be 2 lots. The developer bought the 2 lots, combined them, and then built a 9-unit townhome complex that was completed in 2022. Now that I have you hooked on East Vancouver, specifically the neighborhood of Collingwood, I want to tell you why I was excited to show you guys this property. So this is the best value townhome on the market right now. So it is the lowest price townhome that is over 1,000 square feet. So it is a 3-bed, 2-bath. It's 1,018 square feet. It was built in 2022. So a little interesting note about this property. So it was built in 2022. The developer actually still owns it, and he's renting it out to some tenants right now. So what that means is that it technically qualifies as a newly built home because it has never changed hands. It has never changed titles. So what that means is that GST is applicable on the purchase price. So it's listed at $899,000. Let's call it $900,000. GST on that would be $45,000. So that is something to be aware of on this property or any type of newly built home. But because it's a new built home, you don't have to pay land transfer tax. So, you pay the GST, but you're exempt from the land transfer tax, which is nice. So we're gonna go take a tour of it. All right, let's go tour 5013 Clarendon. So the nice thing about this unit is you've got front door access. So I know people that have pets really love this. Open your front door and just go take your pet out for a walk. Got your entryway here. This is a coat closet. So I know this was a little bit of the feedback is that people didn't love all of the stairs here. So I'm curious, put it in the comments. Are the stairs a deal breaker for you? So you go up the 1 flight to the main floor here. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope you got value from this. If you liked this content, I would so appreciate it if you liked and subscribed. It tells YouTube that you're valuing the content and it encourages me to keep making more. If you're thinking about making a move to East Vancouver or any area in the greater Vancouver area, all my info is in the description box below, so please reach out. I would love to chat. And until next time, one of my favorite Mexican spots is not too far from here, and I'm gonna go meet a couple friends for some tacos.